Cassie is a lesbian vampire, driven by vampiric erotica, a shameless celebration of unspeakable intimacies. Deeper than horror, and beyond fear. It's Paris 1899 and Cassie is hunting, for virgins to seduce, to love, to feed on, and to finally, kill. Sapphic Veins. Written and adapted for audio by I Old Fart. Chapter 1: Need for Blood. The gas lamps flickered dimly along the cobblestone streets of 19th century Paris, casting elongated shadows that danced like phantoms in the night. Cassie moved silently, a seductive wraith cloaked in darkness, her eyes gleaming with a hunger that transcended the mere need for blood. The air was thick with the scent of forbidden desires, and Cassie reveled in the pulsating rhythm of the city that echoed her own insatiable cravings. Cassie sought virgins, the untouched souls whose innocence was a beacon in the obsidian sea of debauchery that was Paris. Cassie's pursuits were not merely about sustenance, they were a ballet of ecstasy, a symphony of pleasure and pain. She fed on more than blood, she fed on the essence of longing, the ache of unfulfilled desires. Chapter 2: Untouched Canvas. Cassie's nocturnal excursions were a performance, an art form that transcended the mundane act of feeding. She was drawn to the untouched canvas of virgin souls, captivated by the potential for exquisite beauty in their final moments. Her victims were not just sustenance, they were her muse, her co-conspirators in a dance of death and desire. As she moved through the labyrinthine streets, Cassie's senses were attuned to the heartbeat of the city. Her fingers trailed along the cold stone walls, absorbing the vibrations of whispered secrets that resonated through the ancient stones. Paris was alive with the forbidden, and Cassie reveled in the undercurrents of sensuality that thrived in the shadows. Chapter 3: Fear and Fascination. Her chosen prey, a young artist named Amy Lee, walked alone along the Seine, her heart pounding with the thrill of the night. Cassie's silhouette melted into the darkness as she approached, a seductive whisper of silk and shadow. Amy Lee turned, her eyes meeting Cassie's with a mixture of fear and fascination. "You are beautiful," Cassie purred, her voice a velvet caress that sent shivers down Emily's spine. "Have you ever danced with the darkness, my dear?" In the timeless space between desire and fear, Cassie and Amy Lee waltzed through the moonlit streets. Cassie's touch was both tender and insatiable, a paradoxical embrace that promised both ecstasy and doom. As the night unfolded, Cassie reveled in the symphony of Emily's moans and the sweet music of her surrender. Chapter 4: The Taste of Blood. But Cassie was not just a predator, she was an artist, and the canvas of Emily's body was her masterpiece. The act of feeding became an intimate ballet, a dance of pleasure and pain that transcended the boundaries of mortality. Cassie's senses were heightened, and she delighted in the exquisite details, the rapid rise and fall of Emily's chest, the flush of her cheeks, the taste of her tears mingling with the metallic tang of blood. In those stolen moments of rapture, Cassie felt a connection that surpassed the boundaries of life and death. She reveled in the beauty of Emily's soul, a fleeting masterpiece that would burn bright in the canvas of eternity. As the final moments approached, Cassie drank in the essence of Emily's surrender, the culmination of desire and death intertwining in a macabre ballet. Chapter 5: Immortal Existence. And when it was over, when Emily's life force mingled with Cassie's own immortal existence, the vampire lingered in the aftermath, her senses ablaze with the lingering echoes of ecstasy. In the quiet aftermath, Cassie gazed into the abyss of Paris, a city that pulsated with forbidden desires, and knew that her nocturnal odyssey had only just begun. For Cassie, the night was a tapestry woven with threads of lust and longing, a canvas upon which she painted her own sensual symphony. As the gas lamps flickered and the city slept, Cassie moved through the shadows, a living embodiment of vampiric erotica, a celebration of the unspeakable intimacies that lurked in the darkest recesses of the human soul. Chapter 6: The Art of Temptation. Cassie's reputation as the elusive seductress of Paris grew, her nocturnal escapades becoming the whispered tales of the city. Her hunger for untouched souls intensified, and with each passing night, she sought out new muses. One evening, she spotted a young aristocrat named Maud, a woman whose stoic facade belied a storm of unspoken desires. Maud's world was one of opulence and restraint, but Cassie sensed the pulsating rhythm of untamed yearning beneath her composed exterior. As their eyes met in a dimly lit ballroom, Cassie saw the spark of curiosity and temptation flicker in Maud's gaze. The dance of seduction began anew, with Maud ensnared in the intricate steps of a waltz that transcended the boundaries of mortal decadence. Chapter 7: Veil of Innocence. The gas lamps cast an ethereal glow as Cassie wandered into the outskirts of Paris, where the outskirts merged with the mystical outskirts of the supernatural. In a quaint village, untouched by the chaos of the city, she discovered a convent where a group of nuns dwelled, their lives seemingly dedicated to piety and virtue. Yet, behind their serene facades, Cassie sensed the hidden passions and unfulfilled desires that echoed in the hallowed halls. Sister Marie, a novice with a rebellious glint in her eye, became the object of Cassie's fascination. The nun's devotion to her vows wavered in the presence of the alluring vampire, and in the sacred silence of the convent, Cassie unveiled the forbidden desires that lay dormant beneath the veil of innocence. Chapter 8: The Masquerade of Desires. A grand masquerade ball enveloped Paris in an intoxicating atmosphere of mystery and desire. Cassie, adorned in a gown that seemed to shimmer with shadows, glided through the swirling sea of masks and illusions. The air was thick with anticipation as she locked eyes with a mysterious masked stranger, a figure whose presence resonated with an otherworldly allure. The masked stranger, known only as Mina, was a mistress of the dance of secrets. Together, they embarked on a mesmerizing waltz, their bodies moving in perfect harmony. As the night unfolded, Cassie and Mina discovered a shared passion for the forbidden, their entangled destinies becoming a macabre masterpiece on the canvas of Parisian decadence. Chapter 9: The Temptation of Power. In the heart of the city, where the decadence of aristocracy and the desperation of the destitute collided, Cassie encountered a charismatic and influential figure named Alessa. A woman of power and influence, Alessa harbored ambitions that transcended the mortal realm. Drawn by the intoxicating allure of power, Cassie found herself entangled in a web of political intrigue and forbidden alliances. The dance of temptation unfolded in the corridors of influence, where Cassie discovered the insatiable hunger for dominance that lurked beneath Mina's charismatic facade. Chapter 10: Shadows of the Past. A mysterious figure from Cassie's distant past emerged, casting a shadow over her immortal existence. Raven, a vampire who once shared a blood-soaked history with her, resurfaced with a vendetta that threatened to unravel the delicate threads of Cassie's nocturnal odyssey. Haunted by memories that transcended centuries, Cassie and Raven engaged in a deadly dance of vengeance and betrayal. As the past intertwined with the present, the cobblestone streets of Paris bore witness to a battle that spanned the boundaries of time and immortality. Chapter 11: Whispers in the Catacombs. Beneath the city's surface, in the labyrinthine catacombs that house the remnants of countless lives, Cassie encountered a secret society of beings that existed in the shadows. The enigmatic Brotherhood of the Abyss, guardians of ancient secrets, beckoned her into the depths of their clandestine world. As Cassie delved into the mysteries concealed within the catacombs, she discovered a realm where forbidden knowledge and eldritch powers intertwined. The dance of shadows became a tapestry of arcane secrets, and Cassie found herself entangled in a web of alliances that transcended the mortal coil. Chapter 12: The Immortal Muse. In the heart of Montmartre, amidst the bohemian revolution of art and passion, Cassie crossed paths with a charismatic painter named Belle. Unlike her previous muses, Belle possessed an immortal soul, her artistic genius fueled by the elixir of immortality. Drawn to the intoxicating allure of eternal creativity, Cassie and Belle embarked on a collaboration that blurred the boundaries between life and death. The streets of Montmartre became their canvas, and the symphony of their union echoed through the ages as a testament to the immortal muse that fueled their nocturnal odyssey. Chapter 13: The Dance of Betrayal. The intricate web of Cassie's relationships unraveled as betrayal tainted the nocturnal tapestry of Paris. Mina, the mysterious masked stranger, revealed a hidden agenda that shattered the illusions of trust. In the face of deceit, Cassie found herself navigating a treacherous dance where loyalty was a rare commodity. As alliances crumbled and secrets emerged, the cobblestone streets bore witness to a symphony of betrayal that resonated through the city. Cassie, now forced to confront the consequences of her immortal choices, stood at the crossroads of loyalty and self-preservation. Chapter 14: A Symphony of Redemption. Haunted by the echoes of betrayal, Cassie sought redemption in the most unexpected of places. A repentant figure from her past, the once vindictive Raven, extended an olive branch in a desperate bid for forgiveness. Together, they embarked on a journey that transcended the boundaries of vengeance, seeking a path to redemption that wove through the shadows of their shared history. In the quiet corners of Paris, Cassie and Raven confronted their demons, their nocturnal odyssey becoming a symphony of redemption that echoed through the cobblestone streets. The gas lamps flickered as the city bore witness to the fragile dance of forgiveness that unfolded in the heart of darkness. Chapter 15: The Veil of Prophecy. A mysterious seer, Madame Odette, emerged as a harbinger of fate in Cassie's immortal journey. Beneath the veil of prophecy, Madame Odette unraveled the threads of destiny that bound Cassie to the city of Paris. The vampire's nocturnal odyssey took on a new dimension as the seer's cryptic visions guided her through the labyrinth of time and eternity. As Cassie delved into the hidden prophecies that whispered through the gaslit streets, she discovered a destiny that transcended the boundaries of her immortal existence. The veil of prophecy lifted, revealing a path that led to the culmination of her nocturnal odyssey in a crescendo of fate and revelation. Chapter 16: The Immortal Masquerade. In the grand finale of Cassie's nocturnal odyssey, the city of Paris became the stage for an immortal masquerade. The gas lamps flickered with an ethereal glow as the supernatural denizens of the city gathered for a night that would echo through the ages. Immortal beings, once hidden in the shadows, reveled in the decadence of the immortal masquerade. As Cassie moved through the elaborate dance of immortality, she encountered the ghost of her past, the echoes of betrayal, and the shadows of forbidden desires. The cobblestone streets became a tapestry woven with the threads of eternity, and the city itself seemed to pulse with the heartbeat of the supernatural as the immortal masquerade unfolded in a symphony of everlasting decadence. Chapter 17: The Ephemeral Eternity. As the gas lamps flickered their final dance, Cassie stood at the precipice of a new dawn. The city of Paris, once a playground for her nocturnal odyssey, slept beneath the veil of daybreak. The echoes of her immortal journey lingered in the quiet corners, a haunting melody that intertwined with the dawn of a new era. In the aftermath of the immortal masquerade, Cassie found herself at a crossroads of existence. The cobblestone streets, witnesses to centuries of forbidden desires, whispered tales of a vampiric seductress who had danced through the shadows of time. As the first light of dawn painted the sky, Cassie embraced the ephemeral eternity of her immortal existence, a living embodiment of the unspeakable intimacies that lurked in the darkest recesses of the human soul. Sapphic Veins is part of the Twins' Blood saga. Written and adapted for audio by Aya Oldfart. It was a God Help Us production, for 2 of Corp of America.